Okay. Good morning, millionaires. Let's get it, baby. It's free coaching Friday. That means we but every morning we hear you. I know that by now. 7 days a week. Good morning, millionaire. I don't know if you're checking in from Facebook. Maybe you're checking in from YouTube. Maybe you're on our phone line. You know, we call that the winner's hotline of 667-776-WIN1. And yeah, you know what we do though is every morning we get together and we chop it up about how we can go further, faster with less effort. I think the only reason anybody listens to me is I was just homeless a few years ago. You know, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, but I had to learn some lessons the hard way, man. And one of the lessons I learned is that capitalism is based on ignorance. And what that means is in this country, if you learn more, you're going to earn more. Every time money changes hands, it's because somebody knows something the other one doesn't know. You know, everybody's like, oh, man, I don't know how to do it. Well, there ain't no shortage of how to do it. You know, what there's a shortage of is desire. And what people don't understand is a lot of times desire is tied into belief. So that's why we work on mindset so much, because I want to expand your belief, right? You don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. And if you don't believe there's nothing there for you, then what happens is you begin to shrink your potential. Not because your potential's actually shrunk. It's just that you're that elephant who they can now tie up with a little rope that you should be able to snap like a spider web. But because they used to tie you up when you were young and you maybe had those limitations for real when you were a baby elephant, you still believe it's real. So now you won't break the ropes in real life. You don't realize you're much bigger. Listen to me, you done made it through. So many of the experiences you thought was gonna crush you, you done made it through. And what I'm saying is those experiences didn't happen to you. Those experiences happened for you. What's up with you, Diamond? Vita Lachey checking in, my man P.O. Yeah, man, those experiences happen for you. I want you to understand it, like every single experience we go through has been designed to create in us exactly what we need to be who we're supposed to become. You know what I mean? That might go over your head for a minute, but somebody heard me. Good morning, millionaires. Hope everybody feeling good this morning. Hey, my man Lorenzo in the house. Good morning, my brother. Let's get it, man. I feel like it's our time. I don't know what kind of business you have. I don't know what kind of things you've been working on, but it's our time, baby. You know, we done got rid of half the year already, but we not doing the time. We doing us. Hey, talk to him, P.O. P.O. caught what I'm saying. Just like our school system. That's exactly right. You know, I be telling them, P.O., the government's job ain't to help us. Everybody be acting like the government's here to help us. That's not their job. Everybody says, oh, the system is broken. The system is working perfectly.
You have something special. You have greatness.
The system's working perfectly, y'all.
Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
All right, let's get it.
Please enter your...
All right.
Thank you. Please announce yourself.
Millionaire.
That's right.
All participants are muted.
That's right, baby.
Entry and exit tones are on.
Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you're feeling good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach. I'm a self-esteem development expert, and I'm here to help you go further, faster, with less effort. Millionaires, this has been an incredible week. I hope everybody feels the same way. We are smack dab in the middle of a 90-day challenge that I am watching transform lives. It is amazing. I know if nobody else knows what I'm talking about, that I see this morning, Mrs. Allie Goins knows what I'm talking about. Wilmington, North Carolina checking in. What's up, Michelle? Okay. Wilmington checking in twice. Wilmington in the house this morning. You gotta love it. So what we talking about this morning is whatever you talking about this morning. It's Free Coaching Friday. Was everybody here all week? If you've been here all week, then you know we kind of covered some real cool stuff. Yesterday we were talking about all of these different ways you can stay mentally sharp. Were y'all here yesterday? We was talking about all these different ways you can stay mentally sharp. That was dope. That was Thursday. Then Wednesday night, we covered 7 ways that you can get much better working your business, even though you have a day job. That was our Obsessed with Success Wednesday night. And then Wednesday morning, we covered 10 more ways to create $1 million ideas, 10 more ideas for creating $1 million ideas. And we kind of did that series the whole week in terms of the streaming. But it's been a good week, man. And I hope you've been going for it. I hope you've been reaching for your goals, because a lot of this has to do with the fact that we sometimes don't believe we can win. And so, therefore we don't reach for it. Like my mentor always says, your reach should extend beyond your grasp. Your reach should extend beyond your grasp, or what are the heavens for? Huh? And so the whole purpose of us doing this mindset is that we want you to get stronger in your belief system about what you think is possible for yourself. So we send out a newsletter every single week. We call it MASH, like we going MASH, right? Like mindset, skill set, heart set. And every week you get mindset tips, you get all kinds of skill set stuff, and then you get heart set stuff. The mindset has to do with our belief in ourself, our self-image, how hard you work in life. Is really all about how much you believe in yourself. Can you dig that? I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but the reason that you see some people working so hard is because they believe that they're bigger than their current circumstances. They believe they deserve more. Their self-image is such they're like, nah, this ain't, I can help more people. I can have more impact. I can live a larger life, right? That's a mindset thing. But then you have skill set when you're just trying to figure out how to do it. You're trying to figure out how to do it. And so you're like, well, and that's when you start getting into my revenue acceleration cycle, no matter what business it is. This has been proven. I've helped everything from mom and pop businesses to Fortune 500 companies. And our own company is experiencing just meteoric growth as we begin to apply these principles, because I'm not telling you what to think. I'm telling you how to think. I'm giving you framework. And we practice what we preach, and time will tell. You guys will start to see exactly what I'm talking about. And then there's heart set. Millionaires, studies have shown that the days of IQ being the most important factor in your success are over. Now it's about EQ. So we're always giving you heart set as well. So check out the newsletter. Yesterday we sent it out. We always send it out Thursdays right before Free Coaching Friday, because another thing that we do is we collect questions for Free Coaching Friday. So you got two different ways you can participate right now. You can put your questions there in the comment box. Hey, Mama Hassan checking in. How you doing, Queen? You can put that thing in the comments box, or you can unmute your line. Let them know. Every single morning, 7:25 a.m. Travis, on the weekends, it's 9 a.m. On Saturdays is Miss Amma, the CPA. She does financial literacy. And then on Sundays is Dr. Kadira. She does health is the new wealth, on Sundays. So it's a really cool time on weekends as well. All right, so we got a few questions in. I'm going to run through these. If you have a question, you can put it in the comments and we'll try to get to it. Maybe copy and paste it so I see it a couple of times in case I'm in my zone and I miss your question, right? But anything mindset, skill set, heart set related, that's what we're here for you. Good morning, millionaires. Here was our first question from the newsletter, y'all. And share this with entrepreneurs. Anybody needs to know the answer to this question. They asked, and I thought this was beautiful. They were like, hey, what is your best advice for somebody who's new to your team? So obviously this person has a home-based business. Now, we work with everything from click and order to brick and mortar, but this person has a home-based business. Obviously we love that. We think that is the best possible way for you to get some cross training for entrepreneurship. We call it boss training. We think home-based businesses put you in boss training mode, right? You get to learn all these skill sets you'd never pick up anywhere else. So we love the home-based business industry. They said, what is your best advice for somebody who's new to the team? My best advice, if they're brand new, y'all, somebody give me this in the comments, is learn a first sentence. Learn an icebreaker that's comfortable for you to use. Now, if you rock with us, we have a whole, kit full of this kind of stuff. It's a 90-day challenge kit. It has all kinds of really cool stuff, because the hardest part of talking to prospects is getting started. What an icebreaker does, y'all, is an icebreaker allows you to insert conversation about your business in a way that don't make everything feel all awkward. Does that make sense? If we have a good first sentence, then we can relax and enjoy the rest of the conversation. Is that cold? So that's my best advice for someone new to your team, somebody who's new to your team. If you could dig that, then yeah, that's right. Okay, so somebody heard me. Somebody heard me. Vita heard me. Tanisha heard me. Yeah, Diamond heard me. Vivian heard me. Learn a first sentence. Learn a first sentence. Learn a first sentence. That's my advice. Okay, so now we'll open it up. Does anybody have a question, or do you want me to go to the next kind of there's so many kind of first sentences you can use. Our technique of the week, and I'll do a video on this later as well, but our technique of the week, y'all, is I want everybody to try this referral technique. I want you to call one person. If you've got a daily activity goal, you can do this 2 a day. This can be your technique of the week. And I want you to call them and say, hey, I'm looking for anybody who has 2 jobs and would like to get rid of them. You know anybody like that? So you call them up and you go, ring, ring, ring. Hey, what's been going on? Yeah, everything's cool. Hey, check it out, man. I ain't gonna hold you a long time. I'm working on a project, right? I'm just curious. If you don't, it's no big deal. But do you know anybody who has 2 jobs and might be looking to get rid of one of them? Well, see, that's a really good first sentence. Now, that's a referral script. But the point is, they can only say no, yes, or heck yes, actually me, right? That's all they can say. No, yes, or heck yes, me. You know what I mean? So that's our technique of the week. That's our technique of the week. That's our technique of the week. So *6 will unmute your line if you're rocking with us on the Winners Hotline. And if you are rocking with us on YouTube or Facebook, you can put a question in the comments. Have we gotten any so far? Have we gotten any so far? Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, P.O. All right, I'm looking for questions. If not, then I will take the next email question. I'll take the next question we got from email. Anybody got any questions? *6 when I mute your line, and I'm looking through the comments. Any questions about your business? Why weren't you number 1 this week? What piece of information held you back? What could you have done a little bit differently? How can you apply something that maybe you learned? I'm checking through here. Good, Vivian. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. So does everybody just want me to go to the next email question? Morning, bro. Okay. What do you suggest to people who are struggling to prospect? What do you suggest to people who are struggling to prospect? That's a really good question, P.O. That's a really good question. So somebody give me this in the comments. When you're millionaire minded, you create prospects on demand. Can somebody give me that in the comments? When you're millionaire minded, you create prospects on demand. Can you dig that? Prospects on demand. Prospects on demand. What I mean to say is everybody you know is already pre-sold on your opportunity when you have a home-based business, right? Everybody you know is already pre-sold. You say, Hazik, well, why do they say no to me? Something you said talked them out of it. Ain't that cold? People are reactive, y'all. People are reactive. So what we're saying to you is that if people are reactive, that means we have all the power. That means whatever they do, they're responding to something we did. So that's the first mindset shift I want to give. But here's the best quality to look for in a prospect, P.O. Frustration. Frustration, millionaires. When prospects want change in their lives, getting that appointment is super easy. Everybody you know is pre-sold because everybody you know would rather have more free time than warehouse their children in daycare. Am I right? Everybody you know would rather have more money than keep on ordering from the right side of the menu. Don't tell me I'm the only one that's been there. When you looking, you ordering by the prices. I'll have the, oh snap. I'll have, okay, bread. You know what I mean? Everybody you know wants more free time or more money. So everybody's pre-sold. So the best quality to look for in a prospect then is frustration. When they want change in their lives, when they're looking for solutions, when they want to take action. So let's ask ourselves, y'all, where can I look for frustrated prospects who want to change their lives? Who am I looking for, y'all? Who am I looking for? Think about it. I'm looking for people with problems that I can solve, right? And then the second thing I'm looking for is people who want change in their lives. That's all I'm looking for. Matter of fact, you know, Shiz, a bunch of the gang know, Travis, a bunch of the gang know, sometimes I just give out conversation starters. All the millionaire minded know right? I'm gonna give y'all a couple conversation starters. Send this to somebody who you know is kind of like P.O., where he's like, yo, I you know, what's how do you approach these people? I'm gonna give you some conversation starters that you can sprinkle in your conversation at work today. Now, this ain't the technique of the week. The technique of the week I gave you is you're just going to call a bunch of people on your prospect list and you're going to ask them for referrals instead of just asking them straight up. You're going to make them ask you for the presentation by saying, well, what is this? And once they say, what is this? You're going to be like, I don't really have a lot of time. I will confuse us both if I stop. But here's what I can do. We can do 6 p.m. tonight, or we can do 8 p.m. Which one works better for you? You always give them two alternative choices. Because I'm telling you, some of these conversation starters that I'm about to give you, they're going to work so well that you're going to find yourself in a conversation where next thing you know, they're going to want to talk about something, you know, or you're at least going to say, hey, I got somebody. And you're going to mention that to your upline, and then they'll give you advice on where to go next. But here goes some conversation starters. Y'all ready? It's Free Coaching Friday. Here goes some conversation starters. All right, here's one. Let's say you there. It's the coffee break. Y'all there at the water cooler or whatever. Y'all cooling out. You know, maybe it's lunchtime, and you walk up beside him and you say, man, you know, when I applied for this job, I hoped and prayed I was going to be hired. Now that I have this job, I'm hoping and praying for a different job. You know, now they start laughing and stuff. You know, now you're like, how long you been here? And they're like, man, this boss, right? Now we're starting a conversation that gets us into the vibes. You know what I mean? Somebody say conversation starter. Somebody say conversation starter. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Here's another one. Man, I only see my kids for like an hour every week, every weekday. You know, like you walk up to them, y'all working, y'all doing something, and you just start a conversation. Instead of being like, man, this weather is great, you hit them with, I only see my kids for an hour every weekday. Thank God for the weekends when I can spend some quality time with them. And then you just shut up and then see what they say next. You know what I mean? Now you just shut up and you see what they say next. What they're going to do, they're going to join in on the complaining, because misery loves what? Company. Now we got us a pity festival going on. And then we're going to jump in there and be like, man, you know, I mean, you can say anything from there. You know, I met somebody. What we both need to do is come up with a plan. Tomorrow, by this time, you know, we need to come. I'm sick of this. Let's come up with a plan and let's meet back here tomorrow and let's each have an idea of something we could do, man. Somebody say conversation starter, if that makes sense. That's the second one. That's the second one I gave you. Who's going to try this? If you're going to try this, then somebody be like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. If you're going to try it, then I give you a couple more. If you're going to try it, I give you a couple more. Who's working a job where they could use some of these? if this will work for you, then share this with an entrepreneur. Throw this somewhere where it matters. Y'all with me? All right. Somebody said they're gonna try it. That's what I'm talking about. Only one person gonna try it. Okay, then. I like that, P.O. P.O. said, ain't no try. There is no try. So all right, what if you walked up to him and you hit him with this? What if you walk? No, now, Vivian. Now. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. What if we was like, man, so I'm trying to make a list of the reasons I love my job. I don't have any yet. You got any suggestions? Right? Now they're like, hell nah. You know what I mean? I can't stand this. You know what I mean? They start getting like R. Kelly in that interview with Gayle King. They're like, man, don't. Right? What if we hit them with? If somebody got some questions, we can jump in here. If not, I'll just give y'all a few more of these. Right? Anybody got a question? Or y'all just want me to keep clowning? All right. That was a couple of them. How about during the coffee break, right? You hit them with, hey man, I don't know about you, but this coffee it tastes a lot better at home. What about you? Does your coffee taste better on weekends too? You know what I'm saying? Right? How we feeling? All right, what's your question? Yeah, save me from myself. Oh, snap. I just found out people can't unmute on the phone line. My bad, y'all.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
Appreciate that, Crystal. Crystal be coming through, man. Thank you.
Good morning.
Umoja. Good morning, millionaires. My bad, y'all. So the whole time y'all been trying to ask questions, and I apologize for that. Okay, let's get it.
I'm gonna let the sister go first, but I got something I like to say.
Okay.
Good morning. This is Kay Nicole out of Charlotte. How y'all doing? Good morning, millionaires.
I feel like a giant.
Great. So it's not really a question, but the way you're posing things is for people who have a job, and I need questions posed for, or conversation starters posed for. I'm an entrepreneur, so like I'm a massage therapist. So when I'm working on people that are on my table or afterwards, or even in the grocery store, or just in the store, where how do I start with them?
So have you used any of the scripts in your kit?
I have used some of I used the magic questions, sentences, excuse me. But I guess I do need to get a little bit more familiar with the scripts. But
yeah, because there's ways
to start.
And I'm gonna keep it coming, right? But there are so many ways to use just the stuff that you have already on somebody. While they ringing up your groceries, you just hit them with like the one I gave this morning, right? Because it's a mindset thing. I just want you to realize that everybody's pre-sold. People are out here struggling. They out here dying slow. They hate it. And so when you just hit the lady while she's ringing up your groceries and you say, girl, I'm new to the area and stuff, and I'm looking for people who don't really feel fulfilled at their job and they want to do something that makes a difference. Do you know anybody like that? If not, it's no big deal. If not, it's no big deal, girl. I was just asking. Girl, I was looking for I love your nails. Where you get your nails done? Okay, man. I've been looking for somebody in the area. Listen, matter of fact, I'm just curious. Don't worry if this ain't. So I gave him a compliment. Then I jump in. I'm just curious. Everybody watch that. Somebody go compliment. I'm just curious. And the next thing you know, you're like, I'm new to the area. I was looking for I'm looking for people. We work. Do you know anybody who has 2 jobs that might want to get rid of one of them? If not, it's no big deal, girl. I was just curious. I can say that to anybody, and all they can do is be like, no, yes, or heck yes. Me.
Gotcha. So, okay, once I get to that point, because I met someone at like the gas pump, and I heard her talking about like she needed a part-time job, and I felt like I just didn't follow it all the way through. But I spoke to her really quickly about it because she was about to go, and I gave her my flyer. But like, how do I get her information so I can follow up with her?
Perfect question, Queen. Do y'all hear this? So I know so many people. Man, that's so smart. So these are the kind of questions that come from you actually putting in that wizard, y'all. So she said, well, how do I do it? I gave her my flyer after that. What we're looking to do is go to higher and higher levels of communication. When we're talking about a flyer, we're at one of the lowest levels of communication. So what we say from there instead, because I ain't going to go into a communication training, that's not what we're here for. But what I do want to say to you, Queen, is you always give them 2 alternative choices. Somebody say TAC in the comments so we can brand it in our minds. TAC, 2 alternative choices. It goes like this, Queen. Oh, well, girl, I'm in a hurry now. I would confuse us both. But listen, we can talk tonight at 6 p.m. or we can do 9 a.m. tomorrow. Which would be better for you? 2 alternative choices. 2 alternative choices.
Okay.
2 alternative choices. We can do 3 this afternoon, or we can do 7 p.m. tonight. Which will work better for you? 2 alternative choices. 2 alternative choices. Oh, girl, I'm in a hurry. I can't talk right now. But man, you're gonna love this. But check it out. Would 3 p.m. be better, or would 5 p.m. be better? 2 alternative choices. Because what happens? We say, well, we can talk tonight at 3 p.m. Now they're like, well, I can't do 3. Now we like, well, we could do 4. Now they're like, I can't do 4. Now we like, we can do 5. And we're getting smaller and smaller as we look more and more desperate. Like, well, actually, I'm not doing nothing. Anytime you want to talk, I'm good. Now we look weak. So what we do from the beginning is we give them 2 choices, because we always busy. We always got somewhere to be, because that's what people like. People don't want to be around somebody who lame and ain't got nothing to do. 2 alternative choices every single time. 2 alternative choices. That's what we're doing. We're giving them options. We're giving them the illusion of choice. Aren't we, Nicole? We're giving them the illusion of choice. So, Queen, let's recap what we just now went over. Give it back to me so I'm sure you got me. So, okay, yeah, I'm a little bit interested in what you just now said, okay, Nicole. Now what do you say next? What's this about? Okay, Nicole.
Okay, great. So, would you like to speak about this?
Not even would you like to. Not even would you like to. You're not even giving me no choice. It's just like straight up. Well, listen, I can't talk now. Because I said, because what I said to you, you said what they said to you is like, well, what is this? How does this work? And then they kind of tricked you into mixing an invitation with the presentation. And we don't do that.
Okay.
When that revenue acceleration cycle splits it into 7, we are sure to include the presentation and make it way separate from the appointment. Those got to be 2 different times, or we look like amateurs. We know they're begging us for the information. That's because you nice. Okay, Nicole, you nice. And so you said some words that helped them stay sold instead of some words that made them decide they'd rather stay in the hell of this job. They'd rather stay in the hell of never getting to see their children, paying his car note just to sit in traffic every day than deal with you. That's what most people do. People are trapped in hell, and yet they'd rather stay there than deal with some of us. That's how bad our scripts are. But when you do what K. Nicole did, y'all, they're going to say, well, what's this about? A lot of times you making money is just not irritating your customer. A lot of times you making money is just you not irritating your teammate. A lot of times you staying in a relationship is you just not irritating your mate. So what she said is like, what do I do after they ask, well, what's this about? And what we're going to do is say, I would confuse us both, girl, if I tried to say you now. But what I do is I got time 3 p.m. or 5. Which will work better for you?
Okay, got it. Okay.
All right, so one more time, K. Nicole. What's this about?
Okay. Well, I would love to tell you right now, but I don't have time. So I could do either 3 o'clock tonight or I could do 6 o'clock. Which one will work better for you?
I love that. I love that. And make it, you know, depending on the personality, make it feel warm. Make it feel warm. Like you see how I was like, man, I would confuse us both if I try to tell you right now, girl, I'm in a rush. But we can do 3 p.m. or we can do 8 p.m. You see what I mean?
Gotcha.
And you're gonna get better and better as it just becomes. See, right. Nobody gets
on it. I got it.
Because nobody expects nobody to get into no industry and know everything that they need to know day one. Just like a surgeon has a scalpel, we have words. So what we're doing is learning to use our words. Everybody giving you love in the comments, K. Nicole. Yeah, that took bravery. All right, y'all, it's affirmation time. Yeah, good job, Queen. Thanks for playing along with us. It's affirmation time, y'all. Thank you for playing along with Free Coaching Friday. We about to go do our affirmations, and then we'll take 3 more questions right after that. If you haven't joined the email list, make sure you do that. But right now it's affirmation time. So come on and rock with us. We're here on the live line.
All participants are muted.
667-776-9461. And then right after our affirmations, we'll take a couple more questions. We'll try to do the magic number 3 more questions. So have them ready. All right, millionaires, repeat after me. I am so happy and grateful